break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning. These ladies know that I'm sinning, and this is just the beginning. I'm closing in the ninth inning, there ain't no point in resisting. Living life like a dream, live it right, that's the thing. Every night got a team, I've been tied to the scene. Out on stage, here I'm screaming, okay, it's a dream. And I pray as a team, one day it'll be me. If I want it, then I get it. Head down, don't regret it. Push myself to the limit. If I play it, then I win it. I'm just saying, I'm just living for today, for a minute. I don't stay, I just visit, have no shame, I admit it. Looking right at me to see if I succeed, to see if I believe. They're looking up to me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now. Swear to God, man, I'ma make it soon. Silence all the haters as they see us making moves. I do what I want, so I got nothing to prove. Staying motivated, teaching others what to do. I'm staying focused, my mind is open. They start to notice that I'm in motion. There is no potion, you're not just chosen. It takes devotion to stay composed, man. Never stop, there ain't no time to fall. Try to live, get it on. You got one life to ball. Thinking big, never small, cause you gotta want it all. When you finally get that call, you get ready, take it on. Need a handout, I already stand out. Starting to advance now, ready to expand now. You don't have a chance now, cause we're in demand now. Make it by the grand now, feeling in command now. They're looking right at me to see if I succeed, to see if I believe. They're looking up to me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me.
This is the Motor Cop Chronicles podcast with the midweek news. Two law enforcement professionals giving their unfiltered opinions. Be forewarned, they might be triggering, so sit down and hold on. This might get a little bumpy. Here are your hosts, the Iceman and Doc Holliday.
Welcome back. Doc's on location. Gonna be at the beach. He's out of town for work.
Yeah.
Y'all ready for piss some people off?
Yeah.
Anastasia says you better be at the beach. Better be here instead at the beach next time.
Well, even Doc's got to take a break every now and then.
Don't get no sand fleas.
No, I ain't gonna be in sand a whole lot. I'm gonna be sitting up underneath a tent with a hat on and SPF 100.
Well,
watching everybody else.
If y'all looking at the feed of the video, you can see I have Doc at the beach, and I don't know what that is behind him, but he better not be messing with it.
Yeah, buddy.
I don't know if you can see it or not. We got to look at it later. You see what's behind you?
I do see what's behind me. Chances are I probably already did. So.
If y'all notice on the desk there, I got a new little statue figurine there. Good friend of mine. He had been on here, Holstera. He made that and mailed it to me from Florida. We want to thank him with his 3D printer for making us the little Trump statue flipping the bird. So we got quite a few stories to talk about this week as usual. Got a couple funny, well, I think are funny. But we got to figure out who's going to get the hot nuts this week. I got an idea.
Yeah.
First story is on gang members. I will try to read this as best I can. This comes, what news organization? Out of Cincinnati, WCPO.
WKRP in Cincinnati.
Yeah, I don't think that's it, but you're telling our age, hush.
Yeah, no shit.
People don't know that one is. Anyway, the headline of the story read, Prosecutor, gang members attempt robbery ends in fatal shooting. Anyway, it says Jason Brewer and his friends, all members of the motorcycle gangs, the Pagans and the Warlocks. Those are both 1% motorcycle clubs, as they would call themselves. They got really upset because they seen a non-member wearing the club's symbols, prosecutors wrote Wednesday morning.
Nice.
So this is just probably just a old motorcycle, just a regular motorcycle guy that watched too much Sons of Anarchy. And he done bought some patches off of eBay or some shit and done threw this shit on. And
right.
Them real 1%ers, they don't like that shit. They take that shit's very, very, like, that's personal to them. Quintet of would-be enforcers, I love how they say would-be enforcers, arrived at his DuPont, Indiana home with guns in hand on June 22nd, 2021. Their intent was to beat up the man and take his personal property. They were going to take that leather vest or whatever he had on, they were going to take. Fueled by their anger that he had worn their gang's symbols, according to Jefferson County prosecutor. He probably had something that was their colors, these motorcycle groups. It's like the Banditos, Hells Angels. Like Banditos, I think, are what, red and yellow or something like that. They have their own colors. They don't like people wearing their colors. They get real upset about that shit.
Yeah, the Banditos are red and yellow, and the Pagans are they're kind of like a subdued gray or silver and black, maybe.
They had the Hells Angels with white and black, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
He says, but the subsequent, I can't say that damn word. The shootout had only one casualty, according to police. Dustin Linder, 35, one of the suspected gang members who had participated in the raid. So
get you some, Dustin.
He got his ass shot.
Get you some. Get them colors back, boy.
Linder's 4 suspected accomplices, Jason Brewer, 34, Gary Fletcher, 40, David Faulkner, 52, and Michael Carnuth, 31, all stand charged with his murder, with attempted murder of their target, and the attempted burglary and robbery of the target's home. Sounds like they come up against somebody that was ready for their ass.
Yeah.
Because
there's got to be more to it than that story, though.
I only could find 2, and they were written exactly by the same person. Because I tried to get more of it. A 5th person, 26-year-old Jason Lindor, faces charges of assisting a criminal and obstructing justice in connection with the incident. The Department of Justice characterizes the Pagans as one of the most prominent outlaw motorcycle gangs in eastern United States, according to a December indictment of 30 members accused of distributing heroin, cocaine, and meth throughout Ohio and Pennsylvania. The Warlocks' presence has historically been visible in Florida, according to coverage from Florida news outlets, although recent news coverage indicates chapters of South Carolina and other southern states. That is the whole story. So what I'm thinking either I think this guy they went to beat his ass and take his shit. This motherfucker come out blasted, took out one of the gang members. The other ones took off running, but they're gonna charge the other ones with the murder because he was participating with them in the commission of this felony that got his ass killed. So
they say attempted burglary. I mean, I would assume that would be just a regular ag burglary or armed robbery, one of the two.
I don't know, but
capital offense either way. I mean, in Louisiana, that's the first degree murder.
Yeah, but you got these 4 badass 1% biker dudes going to take some shit and
got their ass handed to them.
Joke's on y'all.
And they'll probably kill him at some point.
Yeah, he'll if he don't relocate, he's got the rest of the 2 motorcycle gangs to deal with, which, you know, I don't care how bad this dude is or how he got lucky this time. He might want to relocate somewhere because they're
gonna catch him slipping.
They're not gonna quit now, especially since if he done shot and he done killed one of them. No.
Pagans are their letters are blue with a white background, and it looks like they have a devil sitting in the middle of fire holding a cross as a staff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, really good people. Good people.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I think I'd rather them read to kindergartners, though, than I would a cross-dresser. That's just my personal opinion. I mean, you know.
I probably agree with you on that one also. That I would rather, you know, a 1% motorcycle gang read to the juveniles at the library than
yeah, because usually
a man that thinks he's a woman. So.
Yeah, fairly protective of children, you know, unless they're selling them methamphetamine or something. So. But you got to have limitations. So.
Yeah, just a few. So you ready to do that? This next one is all yours, Doc.
Yeah. Did Baton Rouge officer solicit sexual favors from the Southern student he pulled over? Here's her complaint. All right. Well, a Southern University student is seeking a restraining order against a Baton Rouge police officer she accuses of soliciting sexual favors from her after pulling her over on suspicion of drunken driving last week. Guys, if you're cops and you're out there listening to this, rule number 1, don't shit where you sleep. Okay. Officer Donald Steele Jr. has been placed on leave amid an ongoing internal investigation into the matter, sources told the Advocate. The request for a protective order was filed in Baton Rouge District Court Tuesday, but had not yet been signed by a judge as of late Wednesday afternoon. Attorneys for the student said Steele knows her address and contact information. He said she fears he might retaliate against her for complaining about his alleged behavior during and after a traffic stop on Burbank. Steele joined the department about 6 years ago following a successful college football career playing defense for Southern University, the Jags. He was chosen by BRPD supervisors to receive an Officer of the Year award in 2018. Recent attempts to reach him were unsuccessful. For this officer to use his power and authority to influence my client, a young, impressionable college student he believes is under the influence of alcohol, that's coercion, said Ron Haley, an attorney representing the woman. I would like to see a picture of this young, impressionable woman.
I haven't seen. I got a picture of him. But
yeah,
but I don't have a picture of her. My thing is, right, like I said, this is her side of it.
Right.
We haven't heard his side of it. But regardless, I'm going to say this regardless of this fact. Let's say she was agreeable to it. Regardless of the fact, and maybe there's a possibility she could have got pissed off later or whatever.
Yeah, you still don't do
regardless of the point, if you're on duty working,
yeah,
you don't do it. Women will use they poo nanny their little JJ,
Yeah.
to do this shit. And
Yeah.
as I said in the past, that badge will get you some pussy. But that pussy gonna get you that badge. They gonna get it.
And only one of them little punani's will get that badge.
Yes, and so I don't believe that he raped her.
No, absolutely.
I mean,
not.
is there a possibility that he suggested it? Yes. Is there a possibility that she suggested it in lieu of the DWI, and then once they get over there and do some stuff, and then it sounds like she didn't call and complain until after he started actually calling her, and I guess maybe she changed her mind at this point or something. I don't know. Regardless of the point, don't put yourself in that situation.
I'm going to speculate and say she probably wasn't drunk. She was probably on her way to a prayer meeting. Because that's usually the story that we get. These young, impressionable females, with their virginity, and just heading on over to the local prayer meeting there.
And also, he was a former college football player at this college. So,
right.
In his younger days, when he was a college football player, I'm sure he was getting the stuff thrown at him left and right.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not in his glory days anymore.
And being a cop.
Yeah.
It's amazing to me. Women just, I don't know what it is. Because I've seen some ugly ass cops, bro. Out of shape, Dan Aykroyd looking cocksuckers that bag good looking women just because they're cops.
Yeah.
And good looking women, I don't know what it is. But the story continues. If he truly believed that she was under the influence, then why would he instruct her to drive drunk all over Baton Rouge, potentially endangering the public? Recent court filings outline her version of events. The woman says she was pulled over around 2 a.m. June 23rd by Baton Rouge police officer. She said the officer, later identified as Officer Steele, told her he would avoid citing her for DWI because she was pretty, according to the petition. That's straight horse shit. That's bullshit. That's straight bullshit. I'm throwing the bullshit flag. When the woman went to text her friend, Steele snatched the phone from her. Lost my train of thought. Hang on.
He's snatching the phone.
And then used the airdrop function to transfer some photos of her onto his phone. I'm going to throw the second personal foul flag.
I'm calling bullshit on that part right there.
This whole story is a crock of shit.
She probably said, she was probably drunk. She's like, hey, well,
hey,
why don't you let me send you some? She probably has some nude selfies of herself on there.
Let me send you the picture of this coon there.
Yeah, and she probably sent them to him.
Hey, you want to look at my booty hole? Here's a picture of it. Oh, girl, you fine. Send me some more pictures. That's how that conversation.
Can't we work something out here? That's probably how it went. Does it make does it make him any less wrong? No.
She probably grabbed his phone and airdropped it.
It's a good chance, but he should have had enough self-control, enough common sense not to do that.
Here's how this conversation went. Girl, you fine. You fine as shit, girl. Oh, stop. Girl, won't you let me... Look, I ain't going to give you a DWI. I'm going to let you go with a warning. Won't you hit me up later tomorrow? Give me your phone and I'll give you my number. Okay, that sounds good. I'm going to put some pictures in there for you so you'll remember me by. Baby, I ain't going to forget you. I promise that. You like these titties? Oh, I love them, baby. I love them. Oh, girl, you fine. That's how that conversation went.
Yep. So
I've heard those conversations before.
I mean, I've been offered shit before. I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
I did see some. I don't know if you've probably seen the old video before. This cop walks up to, and she's like, "You gonna give me a ticket?" And he's like, "Well, yes, ma'am." He's like, "Well, I thought you didn't give pretty girls tickets." He's like, "We don't."
Yeah, we don't. Here's a sign here.
Oh, Anastasia says,
working LSU games, and you have some little 20-year-old comes over and offers to perform fellatio on you. You know, like you're standing by your car and 118,000 other people.
Yeah.
It's like, first of all, I don't know where your mouth has been. Okay. You may have gingivitis or something. End up giving me an infection, giving me gingivitis on my penis.
Might have one of them herpes growing on her lip.
You get a herp, ain't no doubt.
Anastasia, yes. No, it is not close to the same thing. When I pulled the OG pimp over, and he showed me naked pictures of his 20-something-year-old girlfriend. He showed me pictures. He didn't say, "Hey, you want to go meet up behind the dock or no." No. It's two totally different things. And
hold on, some dude showed you pictures of his old lady?
This was just a while back. I had talked about it on the thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah. I call him the OG pimp.
Well, that's perfectly legal.
He was probably a little bit older than me, and he had a little hottie 23-year-old girlfriend, and he showed me some pictures. Yes, the OG pimp. That's what I nicknamed him.
Shit, was she hot?
She was attractive. Yes.
Okay. Hey, it's okay to say she was hot.
Anastasia, I did not write him the ticket, but I had already told him I was not going to write him the ticket prior to this. It was prior to this. I didn't write him the ticket prior to this because he worked for an agency that I was giving him a break on. It was prior to this. This happened afterwards.
Hey, text me his name. I may know who you're talking about.
I don't remember the guy's name. I just called him the OG pimp.
But, you lie.
No, seriously. I'll tell you what agency it was when we're not on air. But
yeah.
Anastasia's just jealous.
Well, I think that Officer Steele was probably flirting with the woman, but I'm going to go off. I'm going to have to take his side without even hearing his side. I think this whore is full of shit.
I don't think he coerced her or tricked her into going.
Not.
So
no.
That part I think is wrong. But Officer Steele, bad judgment.
Can't do it,
Stop
baby.
thinking with the mushroom tip.
Yeah, that bell pepper head got you in trouble, son.
It gets you in trouble. So this could possibly cost this man his career.
Yeah, I don't care how fine that little booty hole is, bro. How waxed it is.
This could
got to
possibly cost this man his career.
Yep.
If it don't, he's going to take a hell of a lick for it. If he don't, but I'm hoping if he don't, that he learned his lesson very wisely of don't do that ever again. So
right.
Super bad judgment on this thing. That them girls will set your ass up in a heartbeat and fuck your world up. Obviously, I mean, this man might lose his job over it. So
I wonder if gay guys would do that.
Where would that even come from?
Seriously, I've in all my years of policing, I've never heard.
I never got hit on by a gay guy and asked to give me sexual favors to let them go for something.
No, not favors, but I've been hit on twice. Once was at a Spanish Town parade, and the second one was at a Elton John concert. I was working security.
I was going to say, you went to an Elton John concert.
Hey, bro, say what you want to. 3 things I learned that night. Number 1, gay dudes are some of the coolest people on the planet.
Oh, I'm not saying they aren't. I have friends that are gay, but I'm just saying it's
Elton people on the planet.
Elton John concert.
Number 2, Elton John can sing his ass off, bro. Elton John was one of the best concerts I've ever been to. And number 3, for a gay guy to look at you and hit on you, that is a badge of honor as a straight heterosexual male.
Okay, I'll get you the patch for you.
It's going to be 2 eggplants crossing.
No, it's going to be a little starfish. Oh, fuck.
Send an emoji of a starfish and an eggplant.
I was going to say something. You just got my whole fucking train of thought. I just lost completely what the fuck I was going to say. I'm old and I don't know if it'll even come back at this point. So it's like that thought, whatever I was about to say, and I think it was going to be funny too. I'm sure now.
No, there's no doubt it was going to be funny.
It's gone. It is completely gone. All right.
The starfish and the eggplants got you, huh?
Yeah. Well, you saying it's a badge of honor. Well,
It is bad.
the next story, I'm going to pull some pictures up here. Oh, that's the wrong picture. Hold on. Thought that was the right one. Whoops. Skipped up. These are beautiful people if y'all are watching live or watching the video later. These some attractive motherfuckers right here, I'm telling you. I don't think she's got teeth.
Oh, no, that bitch is definitely.
I'm just saying, I think those teeth might be gone. Anyway.
Somebody for everybody.
This story comes to us out of Monroe, Louisiana. I tried to do more local stories this time, if you didn't notice. Hello, Jennifer. Anyway, this story comes out of Monroe, Louisiana. These 2 fine-looking, upstanding citizens right there. That is a lot of fucking sarcasm coming out of my mouth right now. Anyway, the headline read, Louisiana couple with young children arrested at a hotel on charges of possession and disturbing the peace. A husband and wife were arrested over the weekend after allegedly, love that word, allegedly, using methamphetamine in close proximity to their children, authorities said. According to the Ouachita Parish Sheriff's Office probable cause affidavit, deputies saw a car with a large amount of personal property thrown about on the ground, parked in the back lot of the OYO Hotel in Monroe. That's a lot of O's.
No kidding.
On Sunday, June 27th. Deputies reportedly approached the vehicle and heard a man later identified as Joshua Chalette. I'm assuming that's how you say his last name. Yelling at children who were in the back seat of the car. Sit down, you little motherfucker. You see me trying to do shit? Joshua's probable cause says he was unsteady on his feet and appeared to be agitated. Yeah, he was agitated. Yeah. He was hollering at the little fucking rugrats.
Meth will do it, too.
Mm-hmm. He was changing a rear tire on the car, and he was pissed off because he had a flat tire. The affidavit alleges Joshua threatened to batter the children if they did not stop. Was he using pancake batter, or was he using cake batter?
Or like, was that Zatarans?
Yeah, I mean, or you could batter it up with some Zatarans fish fry or something. What kind of batter was he going to use on these children?
Chacharees.
Slap your mama. Shenanigans. Don't be doing those shenanigans.
Y'all sit down before I'm
basically
your heads open.
They'd be a nice saying that he was going to batter. He was probably like saying, I'm getting ready to beat y'all's little ass if you don't stop that jumping around.
Yeah,
deputies,
your heads off, shit down your nuts.
Deputies arrested him on a charge of disturbing the peace.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, well, that's major some shit there.
Wow.
They were then approached by Joshua's wife, Cassie Chalette, who was reportedly extremely unsteady on her feet. Maybe this whole family has zero balance. They are like the most unbalanced people ever. They both
got inner ear problems.
Oh, and she had extremely slurred her words. Like, that's my husband.
That's my old man.
The reason she was slurring her words is because she ain't got no fucking teeth. That's why y'all couldn't understand the fuck she's saying. She's like, I was trying to eat some corn on a cob. My hurt my gums.
Get away from my old man, bitch.
I can't eat corn on a cob. I need a cream corn. Can you cream the corn? Oh, we're going to hell.
The master haters.
The probable cause affidavit said Cassie told deputies there were numerous unwanted guests in their hotel room. I don't want them there no more. So gotta leave. So I don't know who they are.
I have people in there. They're not supposed to be there.
And she gave them permission to search the room.
Go ahead, girl.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Casey Surratt.
You know you're so fucking high, and you just say, "Yes, get searching, just get them out."
Yeah, those people you see are a product of methamphetamine.
Yes. When the deputies entered, they reportedly found 2 hypodermic needles filled with a liquid in a brown box. Deputies field tested the contents of the needles, and results came back. It was not poo-poo water. It was methamphetamine. So I thought I was injecting myself with sewage. I don't know where the meth come from.
Hey, looking at her picture, I bet you her starfish ain't smooth.
But she can't bite it, that's for sure. That's $5 extra for the gum job.
I bet you that starfish looks like a beaver pelt. Got a coon
Look,
pelt.
I got to eat after this, man. You're going to ruin my appetite. Anyway, they field tested it, and it came back positive for methamphetamine. Cassie, according to the affidavit, admitted to this is shit's funny right here. She admitted to previously owning the box, but not the contents that was inside of the box, and denied presently owning the box.
I sold that bitch to one of the people that's in here.
That used to be my cardboard box, the brown box, but it's not mine no more. And that shit is not mine in there.
Yeah.
And this ain't my pants.
These ain't even my
These
pants.
ain't even my pants. This is not my teeth. Well, hold on, I ain't got no teeth. They took my teeth.
Oh.
It's like, I used to own that box. I sold the box, and then they put the stuff in it.
I wonder what kind of box it is.
They said a brown box. I don't fucking know. But she used to own it, but then she didn't own it, and I don't know how that shit got in it. Other people in the room told deputies that Cassie owned the box and the drugs. That's her shit right there. I don't know where it came from. We just stopped by to visit.
Shit crease.
The affidavit says the other occupants in the room told deputies that Cassie and Joshua brought their kids, a 5-year-old and a child younger than 5 years old, to the room and asked them to watch their children while they went out to inject meth.
Awesome.
Well, at least they were responsible enough to get other meth heads to babysit for them while they fucking got.
Jesus Christ.
Can you babysit? Yeah.
How many times you seen that shit, though? I've seen it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Cassie was charged with possession of a controlled dangerous substance and possession of a controlled dangerous substance in the presence of persons under 17 years of age. Old Joshua got out of jail that Sunday night on a $200 bond, and she was eventually released on a $5,000 bond several hours after him. So that's that. If y'all are watching a video or go look at it, these are some upstanding citizens right here, Joshua and Cassie, and I'm sorry. I hope they don't say in the story. I hope to God these children were placed in foster care at OCS or something.
I guarantee you they were.
No, I can guarantee they probably got placed with a family member who's probably just as fucked up as these two are.
Yeah, well, that's what I meant.
They stay. My mom can keep the kids. They love mama.
You're not taking my grandbabies anywhere.
They love their mama. Don't you keep that bitch out of here. Last time Cassie was over here, my daughter, that bitch stole my false teeth.
Yeah, well, here's the other thing.
She stole my false teeth and pawned them.
Mama, you got dog shit and cat piss all over the floors in your house.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. We've been meaning to clean that up.
It's got
74.
It's got white mold. It's got moss growing on it, you know.
Yeah.
So anyway,
looks like one of them little powdered donuts.
These two individuals, I can guarantee you, if we could find a picture next year, which I'm not going to look for, but next year, if we had pictures of these same two individuals, they're probably going to be 10 times worse looking than they are right now if they don't get off the fucking meth, which I doubt that they get off the meth.
Yeah,
or they're going to be dead. Correct. You are so correct on that. All right, that's them two right there. Well, I just totally too much enjoyed that story for myself.
Yeah, that was great, man.
She stole her grandma. I mean, I bet you if grandma had dentures, I bet you that Cassie fucking stole them.
Yeah, probably stole $2.82 to go get her, just get her one more bump.
Yep, and
Probably
her days of eating corn on a cob are done.
Yeah, them days are done.
Fucking forget about the beef jerky. She had to suck on that shit till it's soft.
Beef jerky. She'd have to put that shit in a blender and drink.
No, she could put it in her mouth. Just suck it. I mean, it'd take her like 3 hours to eat a piece of beef jerky. I gotta get it really soft. Like that old jarred baby food that mint that blended up meat or something.
Yeah.
That's so good. It's so good. All right, the next one is going to be on the trans person. I do have I know I sent the story, but I was able to find a video of it also. So the news article, so I'll start it and then we can I can just pause it.
A transgender recruit suing the New Orleans Police Department for hiring discrimination. Britton Hamilton, a trans man, says.
Oh, that didn't work the way I wanted it to right there. Hold on. Why did it do that?
A transgender recruit suing the New Orleans Police.
All right. Backstory real quick. This transgender lady, this woman who thinks she's a man, applied for the New Orleans Police Department, which, believe it or not, the New Orleans Police Department has a pretty stringent hiring process, because I've went through it before, and I was about to be hired by them. This was over 20 years ago, and I got hit with a lawsuit in federal court. Some people sued me on some bullshit, which they ended up not winning anything. But it's kind of hard to get hired on by anyone when you're getting sued in federal court. They said come back whenever the lawsuit's now, because they're not going to hire you when you got pending litigation against you. So
no, they're not going to do that.
No, so I mean, I was told.
Neither is Walmart, by the way. Just saying.
So I was told come back. So this person, though, I guess they were getting hired on, and then they were not getting hired on. So, and I guess now, since they're a transgender person, of course, that's the reason why they
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Wrong soundbite I was looking for. Excuse me. Anyway, now they're suing, so let's get on a little bit more of it.
Police Department for hiring discrimination. Britton Hamilton, a trans man, says the department pulled a conditional offer to join the force after a psychological evaluation. Joe Yerkeba joining us now to dive into this story. So, Joe, Hamilton got this initial offer, called it his dream job. Then what happened?
Yeah, so Hamilton received this conditional job offer from the New Orleans Police Department in December, pending the
Did you hear it said conditional?
Conditional.
Conditional. It didn't say
Passing
hey,
a
motherfucker.
psychological exam.
You hired. It didn't say that, did it? Nope. Didn't say that at all. Got to pass. It's conditional. It says we're looking at you. There's a possibility we're going to hire you, but you got to finish passing the rest of this shit. So
hey, look, I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and this is what I'm gonna say. If you have an innie and you think that you should have an outie, you are not psychologically correct in the head. Okay? I'm sorry.
you know why?
I have empathy for you. If you have an outie and think that you want an innie, you are not psychologically right in the head. Your brain is broken.
Because it is.
There, I said it.
Boys have a penis, girls have vagina.
How's that? What's up, Roy? Roy says good evening. He had to switch back to YouTube because he got another 7 days in Facebook prison. I'm telling you, Roy, they're gonna habitual offender your ass if you
That's
keep
all
it.
you got is 7 days?
No, he just came off.
Numbers,
he just came off like a 30-day.
Dude, I've had 3 30-day stints, son. Them numbers need to get brought up, Roy.
Jennifer Lippitt said she said her American Airlines account had her down as a male, and she's a female. These bastards wouldn't let me change my gender online in my account or when I called. They want me to send proof, a birth certificate or passport to prove my gender. I asked if they wanted a pic of my vagina with all this bullshit in the world. I can't change my gender on a stupid airline account. He said he said that was his 4th 30-day thing in jail.
Oh, okay. Good.
No, Roy's a habitual offender. All right, let's get on with this.
Good, Roy.
Results of a psychological evaluation, which is standard procedure. He completed the evaluation and he said there were some red flags. The psychologist asked him questions like, who are the doctors who performed your surgeries for your transition? How does your partner feel?
All right, I paused it. This is her wife right here. The blonde one is her wife. Because even though it's a pretty good one, she looks like a man pretty much, but I don't know. Did she have the surgery? I'm not sure. But anyway, that's the wife.
So basically, she's a lesbian.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, well I can relate.
I mean that's okay. That's
so
okay.
I'm just
anyway, said the psychiatrist that she went and saw had a lot of questions that just wasn't right.
About you being transgender, and he said that was strange to him because they're obviously not questions you would ask a cisgender applicant or someone who's straight. And then the department.
Why would you ask a straight person about that?
If they're straight.
That if I'm a man and I identify as a man because I'm a man, why would you ask me about being a woman when I don't try to act like a woman? So why would they ask? And I don't know that's Sith. I feel like I'm fucking watching a Star Wars movie. You're not going to ask a person that, even if you have a gay person in front of you, a gay male or female. It don't matter. I do not care if you're gay, but they're still,
She divulged that information by law, federal law. They can't ask that on an application. They can't ask if you're transgender. They can't ask if you're a homosexual. They can't ask any of that.
And she looks like a guy. If you didn't know, you'd pretty much know that you'd think that was a guy, from what I'm seeing anyway. So
yeah, slinging about 12 inches. Yeah.
So she had to. Oh, I'm transgender because that's what they wanted to do.
Asking for medical records outside of the 10-year standard for a job application process like this. And they wanted records going back 12 years to when he was honorably discharged from the military. And he put in a request for those records, but the military that handles those requests was moving slowly due to the pandemic. So the day.
Now,
I believe that.
12 years in the military. No, I believe the military moves slow on everything. I don't think it had to do with the
'cause
pandemic. They just
lost
fucking move slow when it comes to
17
paperwork and
years
shit.
of my, 17 years of my stuff.
So,
yeah.
honorably
13.
discharged. Thank you for your service.
Yes.
My thing is when she was in the military, was she a girl? Did she go in the military as a woman?
Yep.
Or did she go in the military as this man-looking thing here? Which one was it? I'm thinking the female part at the time.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That's just, I mean, they don't ever clarify.
After he submitted that request for additional documentation, he received an email from the NOPD rescinding that conditional offer based on, quote, a psychological assessment of emotional and behavioral characteristics. And so based on all of those factors, he decided to file a complaint with the EEOC in May.
Want to file a complaint. And this ain't NOPD. The NOPD probably sent a letter out because the psychiatrist probably said, no, something's wrong with this person in the head. Okay,
Joe,
that's
the New Orleans
why.
Police Department issued a statement in May about taking away that conditional offer. How are they explaining what they did?
It's conditional.
Yeah, you can take a look at their statement here. They said, quote, the decision not to move forward with the applicant in question did not involve any discrimination against the individual as a member of a protected group, and they've declined to provide any additional comments since
Because
then.
of the psych test. You failed the psych
Why
test.
are they a protected group?
Joe, I know you
am
spoke with the
not
head of a peer
protected?
support group for trans law enforcement officers who says that Hamilton's experience, unfortunately, is not unique. How is this group working with police departments?
They're saying that Hamilton, I guess that's the person's name, is not unique. Maybe it's because we live in Louisiana or whatever. I don't know. How big is the trans police officer community? Is there like 6 of them in there or something? I'd like to know a number. Dak, in a protected group. I'm like, you, are they endangered species?
Yeah, what are they like a dodo bird or something?
in Roy, yeah, you're right. He says, Roy says, do you like how the politically correct reporter keeps saying him? I want to see the DNA. I bet, yeah, well, yeah, the city will pay out to make it go away. You'll see more of these idiots start suing for. You're right. It's going to be a quick payday because it's going to be cheaper for them to give this idiot $50,000 or whatever and make them go away than fucking fight them in court over the next few years.
This is one of the most dangerous and unique species in the world. Mm-hmm. It's a trans she-man.
But you can't do nothing to
them
because they're federally protected. All right.
Jesus Christ.
Hey,
and listen, I'm
stop
sipping
trans
on
discrimination, or at least
tonight, so.
Yeah, I got my watermelon. Of
better
course.
educate departments.
Right, yeah. So I spoke with Julie Callahan, who's the founder of the Transgender Community of Police and Sheriffs, or TCOPS, and she said that they're trying to provide trainings to...
Did she say key cops?
Key cops.
What the fuck is a key cop?
T, as in transgender, T.
Oh, T cops. I thought you said key, like K-E-Y. I'm like, what the fuck does keys got to do with it? The T cops.
I hate people.
Fucking T cops.
Shit,
yeah, they're just running around rampant over here.
I hate people.
I do have. I got. Calm down. I got a serious question. Serious question. Tell me, I got a serious question. If you have a transgender cop, like this one, that was a female, and they looks like a man, identifying itself as a man, living as a man, I assume. If Hamilton here would have passed the psych test and got hired on, and arrest a female suspect, can Hamilton search it? And you see what I'm saying? You know, as a male, I will prefer. I mean, you can search them, with the back of your hands. I don't even like doing that. I do not like touching. I will do my damnedest not to pat search a female any way possible form. But Hamilton here, who is a lady that lives as a man now, do a regular pat down search on this female?
Well, no. I mean, if she is claiming to be a man at that point, then at that point, this, if he's starting to stick his hands in her pockets and rub between her legs, then it's a violation of civil rights.
Because obviously, I mean, even though it's still a female,
yeah,
it's married to a female, so obviously it's attracted to female.
You can't have it both ways.
That's just, Roy, I see your little smart ass comment there. I am not you're not going to refer to me as a teacup at all. So that is not my new name.
No, they can't have it both ways. It's either one way or the other. You can't straddle the fence when it's convenient for you. You step on one side or the other. So, if you're going to make a hard stand, make a hard stand.
So that's my that was just something that popped in my head. I was curious about that. So
I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, I'm not a gay guy, and penises I don't like them. I don't even like my own. Okay. I like women, and that's my hard stand. I love the female body. Men, I ain't into them. Sorry.
Departments on the issues
but you do have the starfish badge, so just
and the crossed eggplants.
Yeah, the crossed eggplant.
People face, because she said most departments just aren't aware, and that many department heads still think that being trans is a mental illness or that it makes you unable to successfully perform a job in law enforcement. So they're trying to combat those stigmas. The only problem is that they can only really provide trainings when departments reach out to them, which often doesn't happen until after an officer transitions on the job.
That pisses me off so bad.
You mentioned, Joe, Hamilton filed a federal complaint with the EEOC. They've opened an investigation. But beyond the Hamilton situation, what are some of the broader issues here, right, for trans officers, whether it's a lack of support for current officers or trying to make sure the potential
I would love to know what the percentage of, what is the percentage of transgender officers out there?
Less than one.
It's got to be like 0.00001.
Yeah, 1/1000% because that's what it is in the real world. See, and that's what pisses me off so bad about these people. You have such a tremendous, minute population of people who feel this way. If you have 1 in a million that feel this way, but we have to protect them.
They're a protected class.
For whatever reason, what do we protect them from? Are people just going to go out with baseball bats and just beat them in the head?
But isn't every human being on the planet supposed to be protected?
Shit, no.
Or just certain classes?
Certain classes, baby.
I'm going to have to dig deeper. I just stuck it in here and looking. I'm not finding no numbers on
aggravation shit. Why do you bring this shit up? Because it aggravates the shit out of me. Man, just be who you are and quit using shit as an excuse. Just be a good human being. Stop being a dickhead and making excuses for what you do. You didn't get selected because you failed a psych exam.
Yeah.
Because you're crazy.
Well, what about all the straight people or cisgender or whatever the fuck they call it?
Yeah.
All of these people. I know. I've seen a lot of people fail psych tests that didn't identify as something or this or that. They were just straight people. They failed the fucking psych test and they're not cops.
Should not have been cops.
No.
I've had people that have passed the psych exam.
And shouldn't have been cops.
Them and said, I'm sorry. How did that shit happen?
Yeah, I mean, did somebody take the test for you? It's almost over.
Are screened properly and fairly by appropriate people.
Oh my God.
Right. Yeah. There's definitely a lack of support for officers who do transition on the job. Many departments just don't have policies for that in place. And I also spoke with 2 psychologists who provide psychological evaluations for law enforcement candidates. And they say that's a very specific type of psychology that requires special training. And a lot of people conducting these evaluations, they say, aren't trained to actually do them well, or they might not have the continuing education to know that the fact that a trans person, for example, struggled with suicidal ideation in the past isn't immediately a disqualifying factor. So they also, said that there's trans officers receive very little support from other LGBTQ organizations due to this movement for criminal justice reform.
See, that's such bullshit.
Joe, it's a really important issue. You've come on to talk to us about a range of challenges the trans community is dealing with.
All right, that's enough of that.
If you have suicidal ideology,
exactly, that's what I was waiting on because I watched it before.
You're shut down. You're done.
When I took the Matrix test, which I'm sure you took it too, was it like? It's like I don't know how many hundreds of questions it is. It's like
4 hours.
400. It's over 400 something questions.
Yeah.
And then you still got to go talk to somebody, and it's like it's like a 4-hour freaking test you got to, and they try to trick you in it. They try to trick you. They'll ask you the same question 6 times, but 6 different ways to see if you either lying or what. But I mean, it's a long ass test. I mean, and especially if this person was suicidal in the past, you're completely done. They're not going to give somebody that's suicidal or who is prone to having suicidal thoughts a fucking gun to walk around other people with. Okay, so
no. If you go into this thing and you say, well, hey, look, sometimes I fantasize about sticking my pee-pee in little kids. Guess what?
Yeah,
you're not going to get a job.
No, you failed at that point.
Well, I don't know whether if I'm a man or a woman. I was born a woman, but I'm transitioning to a man because I think I'm a man. You're not going to get the job.
No,
it's not going to happen.
And they're saying they need better trained mental health people that will understand it more when the cops transition on the job. You know what? Like I said, I tried searching real quick for it. I can't find it. I can guarantee you the percentage of that is
1 in a million.
if it's 1 in a million. But they like got this whole freaking meeting. Like I said, me personally, I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you're a man that's in love with other men. I have a son that's gay, and good for him. I don't care. If you're a woman that likes women, good for you too. That's your prerogative. That's
sure.
Me personally, I believe gay people are born that way because I don't believe anyone would just decide to I'm going to be gay, especially when I was growing up, be gay and be picked on and humiliated and beat up and all that stuff like that when we were growing up. I mean, it's way more acceptable now, but back people didn't. I mean, to me, that's not a choice at that point. Now,
you just didn't.
Now but I'm not. I mean, Hamilton here can dress up as a man and take testosterone and grow a beard, and I don't know if he still has a dick or not. I don't know if he could have had the surgery, and I don't know if he has a pussy or not. He could have a dick sewed on or something. I don't know. That's their personality. But don't expect me to, and I'm going to treat Hamilton with respect as long as they treat me with respect.
Absolutely.
But don't if I ran in Hamilton and didn't know or don't know, I'm going to refer to him as sir. If I do know and I say, ma'am, you get pissed off about it. I'm going to call you. That's the way I'm old school, Well, but I'm going to be respectful, but, just don't be stupid with me. But this Hamilton is pissed off. Hamilton failed a psych test. That's why Hamilton didn't get hired.
It was more than just him being a transgender person.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about New Orleans.
Story.
We're talking about New Orleans over here, okay? They got fucking a whole gay section down on Bourbon Street, okay? That's gay, 24/7, year round, big gay section. I mean, they have bars where they got the cross dressers and trannies dancing on stage and shit.
Yeah.
So I don't believe that Hamilton didn't get hired because of being transgender. I believe Hamilton didn't get hired because Hamilton got some psychiatric problems that they failed a psych test and they were like, no. That's what I think. But of course, like I said, they'll get some money out of it and shit like that. So
They're going to get money out of it. But you know what? If you weren't fucking crazy, you would have passed the psych eval.
yeah.
There's other shit that's going on that psychologist that alerted that psychologist. And guess what? Good for him. Good for her, whoever the psychologist was. You know, good for them.
We need to, I guess,
Stupid shit. Stupid shit. That pisses me off so bad.
speed up a little bit. We're gonna run long tonight, people. Now sit tight. This next story is from the Independent. Dad repeatedly shoots a man for touching himself outside of his daughter's room. Good for him. A man has been rushed to the hospital after being caught, allegedly, there's that word, allegedly, performing an unspeakable act outside a young girl's bedroom. A Texas couple found the stranger inappropriately touching himself outside their daughter's window at around 10 p.m. on Sunday night, local authorities confirmed. The husband and wife were alerted to the alleged peeping Tom after their terrified child began screaming. The pair seized their guns. I mean, the wife had one too. They're both licensed handgun carriers and attempted to detain him, according to the Harris County Sheriff's Office. The father claims they ordered the intruder to lie down on the ground and wait for police to arrive. However, he didn't listen. Instead, he walked across the street to a gas station, telling them he wouldn't do it again. Well, I bet you, well, I guess what you not. The couple followed, and the dad watched over the man while the mom rushed inside to call 911. But the suspect suddenly broke away and started to wrestle the handgun out of the woman's hand, pointing it at her. Fearing he might use it, the husband fired his own weapon, shooting the dumbass 3 times, including in the chest and stomach. Good grouping pattern, center mass.
Beautiful, love it.
The man was then rushed to the hospital, where he is said to be in critical but stable condition.
Sounds like some vertical tracking took place. I like that.
The father said his daughter had previously complained that someone had been watching her through the window, but the parents didn't believe her until that fateful encounter. He told ABC 13 that she had been left shaken up by the incident, but was otherwise okay.
I'd have beat that son
of a bitch. Unfortunately, if he would have just aimed a little bit lower and shot his pee-pee off with his pew-pew, things would have been better.
Oh, I'd have beat that dude. Oh, my gosh.
Good for Dad.
Yes. Kudos to Mom, too.
Yeah.
Go, girl.
Yeah.
You gunslinger.
Bet you that motherfucker will think, he'll think twice
Annie
before looking through another damn window. Little pedophile bastard peeping on a little girl like that. I can't stand that shit.
Well, hopefully, and I'll be very tame in what I say here. Hopefully, they won't have that problem. Society won't have to deal with that anymore.
Well, I hope when he goes to jail, he gets ass raped by a dude with like a 12-inch cock that's 6 inches wide or some shit like that.
An eggplant.
And fucking just goes ball deep in his ass and makes him scream for his mama. That's what I hope.
You got that midnight train running up in there, huh?
Yes.
That old silver bullet.
So,
zing.
good for them people. Fucking pedophile. Peeping on a little girl, got his ass blowed, shot. So, good for him. This next little story, I'm not going to read this whole story. I wanted to put the video up. This was local. It was just funny the way I had thought about it. Anyway, this story, I'm naming it DLM. Okay, for Duck Lives Matter. Okay. What? This neighborhood. Where's the fucking story at? I just had it pulled up. Anyway, there's a neighborhood in Baton Rouge here. It's East Baton Rouge Animal Control. They're working on a plan to relocate dozens of ducks that have taken over a neighborhood on Suma Court. They got a video on this news story. I wasn't able to get it on. There's probably at least 40 or 50 ducks in this little neighborhood. What happened was these people live in this neighborhood and they have a pond in there. It's not a big pond at all. And they had a few ducks show up and they started feeding the ducks. Well, the ducks got busy and had a bunch of little baby ducks, and those ducks got busy and had more baby ducks. And
ducks doing what ducks do.
There's fucking ducks everywhere. There's at least, like I said, 40 to 60, if not more, and they're fucking everywhere. In the video, the people can't even walk down the road, and the ducks are like following them around and shit. And of course, ducks shit every fucking where. The people got duck eggs in their fucking flower beds. I mean, they're walking down. They're walking down. Duck eggs are delicious, but these are fertile. You don't want to. I don't know.
Get a tennis racket and start beating the ducks in the head.
But anyway, they're having the ducks relocated. It was because duck lives matter, but they're going to be relocated to a new home, and be happy for the little ducks and the little ducklings, because they are ducking it up over there in that Suma subdivision. It's a ducked up situation. That's all.
It is a saying.
It's ducked up. All right, like that. I'm kind of
duck them.
Duck them. Where's it at? Right here. This beautiful motherfucker right here, if y'all looking at the video, take a look at him right here. This is the Donald. You want to read the Donaldsonville one real quick? I mean, it's a short one.
Yeah, I'll read it. Let me get it pulled up real quick.
But he's he's mugging it up good in his mugshot here.
Yeah. I'm disappointed he don't have any goals.
Well, they must have took his grills out or something. He must have them detachable grills or something. I don't know. But
yeah. Napoleonville, or for people that live in Napoleonville, a man who evaded deputies after leading them on a chase nearly a year ago was captured this weekend after officers encountered him during a traffic stop. I'm going to get with my radio voice. You ready? The Assumption Parish Sheriff's Office said Veneer Bradford, 24 of Donaldsonville, was arrested Saturday after deputies pulled over a vehicle he was a passenger in. According to the sheriff's office, deputies stopped the vehicle after it committed a traffic violation near Pankerville. Deputies said Bradford gave a fake name and had a powder-like substance on his clothing, which he admitted was ecstasy. Bradford was taken into custody, and deputies learned he was also wanted on several charges related to a pursuit that stemmed from a traffic violation on August 21st, 2020. Bradford crashed his vehicle during that chase and fled on foot, evading deputies until now. Investigators also recovered a stolen handgun as a result of that chase. Bradford was booked into the Assumption Parish Jail Saturday on charges related to both incidents, included aggravated flight from an officer, illegal carrying of weapons in the presence of controlled dangerous substances, illegal possession of a firearm, simple criminal damage to property, possession of marijuana, reckless operation, possession of ecstasy, taking contraband to and from a penal institution, resisting an officer, illegal carrying of weapons, possession of fentanyl, and no seatbelt. And, Mr. Bradford, kudos to you, sir. Kudos to you.
I just saw that mugshot and I was like, I gotta put this shit on. Look at this mother. It's like he's mad.
I'm bad. I'm bad. I'm wanted on traffic violations.
He just, yeah, you're right, Roy. He's gonna get 6 months, probably so. But his fucking mug picture right here is fucking priceless. It's priceless. He's stupid.
Well, he looks like he's got good teeth. So
he does have good teeth. So obviously his parents did a good job on his teeth there. He did. He brushed
his hair's fucked up, but he's got good teeth.
I'm angry.
Look at my grill.
Oh shit! They took it out.
My incisors are pretty.
Oh, this last one. is this last beautiful motherfucker we have right here. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. This man.
Hey, he kind of looks like Denny Perkins.
I guess so, a little bit, but
He does. If Denny didn't have hair.
oh, let me pull this last one up here. This is a good one here. This one's actually been on a whole lot of podcasts and shit. People have talked about this one all over the country. Anyway, it's from WBRZ Channel 2 out of Baton Rouge.
Red stick.
Yes. A man who drove to jail with meth said God sent him there. This is out of Monroe, Louisiana, Ouachita Correctional Center. A man under the influence of methamphetamine allegedly, here's that word again, allegedly drove himself to a Louisiana jail, telling the deputies that God sent him there. Praise Jesus.
Bless the Lord.
Praise Jesus.
Jalapeno.
He said, Jesus said, son, bring your dope-headed ass to jail. And turn yourself in. Deputies found Bobby Koch. Man, this motherfucker's 35 years old. God damn. You see what drugs do to you people? Go look at the picture. This motherfucker looks like he's 60.
Just say no.
I'm fit. Me and Doc are both in our 50s, and we look way younger than this motherfucker does.
No shit.
God, he's 35 years old. Shit. Anyway, he drove himself to the parking lot of the Ouachita Parish Jail after receiving a complaint from a guard at the front gate. Saturday night, his vehicle was the only car in the parking lot. When confronted by law enforcement, he got out of his car and told deputies, God told me to come here, according to the jail records. When asked if he had recently taken any drugs, he told the officers he used methamphetamine shortly before driving to the detention center. He added that God told him to get his family out of jail. Well, how many fucking people he got in jail now? After being placed in handcuffs, he gave deputies permission to search his vehicle.
There's that methamphetamine truth serum.
Yeah, it's like, I used, search it up. Just search the car.
Search it. I ain't got nothing there. Shit, and anything that's in there, somebody else put in there. Because these ain't even my pants.
Inside, they found a clear bag containing what appeared to be methamphetamine. Arrest records said he admitted the drugs belonged to him. This is the most truthful fucking dopehead ever.
Love it.
He was booked into the jail for possession of methamphetamine. Oh,
that's the guy I'm gonna tell. Look, bro, pour that shit in the ditch. Call somebody to come pick you up.
This dude had Jesus dope.
He was getting slain in the spirit.
It's like, yeah, he smoked that meth or whatever he was, and all I hear was, oh, bring yourself to jail.
Caught that Holy Ghost.
God. Oh, gee, God told him that God was speaking to him through the meth.
Wow.
Oh.
That's a damn shame.
He looks happy, even though this motherfucker is 35 years old. God.
What the Hey, God might have told him, bro. He may have had
he better stop. It looked like he still might have his teeth. I'm not sure. But
yeah, I mean, God may have told him, hey, cuz, you need to go to jail because, you need to save yourself.
Well, didn't the two other meth heads not in the same parish, Ouachita Parish, that we read earlier? I think they
was
were.
It?
I think it was.
Okay, maybe so.
I think it was. If it is, it sounds like Ouachita Parish needs to. They got a little meth problem going on over there. If that's the case. Did I lose you? Or did I hang? I must have hit the wrong button on there. Hold on.
Yeah,
Whoops. I had a technical fuck up when I went to look back at this story here. It happens sometimes.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, same sheriff's office. So this meth head,
Washita Parish?
Yes, and the other two meth heads from earlier, same parish. So Washita Parish definitely got some methamphetamine problems over there in their parish.
Are you seeing that there may be a pandemic going on over there? A pandemic of methamphetamine? Or is that an epidemic?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
It's an insurrection.
Yeah.
What did I spell wrong there, Ronald?
The only thing that would have been better with that, ICE, would have been if he would have been a transgender.
Non-binary.
Non-binary.
He's a transgender, non-binary,
methamphetamine.
Addict. Well, no, but the meth he was smoking identified as powdered sugar. So it's not illegal no more because the meth identified as powdered sugar.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this guy right here, I can't believe this motherfucker is. I got you. I got you there, Ronald. Anyway,
awesome.
This guy's 35 years old, and he looks terrible. Terrible. That's the end of the stories. I know we're a little long, but I want to say this one thing. I was on TikTok last night. I do that when I'm feeding the dogs, and yeah, I know China's spying on me and all this shit like that. And they are you okay? What are you doing over there?
Me?
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that loud? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was.
I'm multitasking, bro.
Huh?
I'm multitasking.
It sounds like it. I don't know what you're doing.
Sorry. I apologize to the listeners.
As long as I didn't hear.
Yeah.
As long as
It sounded like two nuts together.
Well, I was on TikTok, and the only reason it popped. It was on. I don't know. I was in my For You shit, but it popped up. It was a live shit, and I got on it, and I'm pretty sure it looked real. These motherfuckers on a fucking cell phone in prison or jail. I'm not sure which it was. Fucking doing a live from fucking prison. And the only reason I watched it is I wanted them to slip up and say where the fuck they were at, because I was going to get the phone number and call them motherfuckers and say, y'all know y'all fucking getting jailhouse famous over there. But they never did.
Facebook Live.
No, not Facebook Live. It was TikTok Live.
Good God.
Look, you know what the pathetic part of it was? Is these motherfuckers, they had these motherfucking women on there sending these motherfuckers money through the thing like crazy. These motherfuckers at one point had like 3,000 people watching them and giving them shit.
Yeah, because
that
you know
right
why?
there.
Because women are fucking stupid.
And it's like right there. These people, it's like, y'all, these motherfuckers are in jail for a reason. They could have been rapists. They could have been pedophiles. You don't know what these motherfuckers was in there for. And y'all glorify these fucking criminals so bad.
And let me clarify, and let me clear up what I was saying before some of our female listeners.
I was wondering if you going to get bashed like a motherfucker for that comment.
Our female listeners are very, very intelligent women. They're very astute in their observations. I'm talking about these ass clowns that are hooked in with these convicted felons who are in prison. There is nothing about a dickhead in prison that makes me want to watch anything that they do or listen to anything that they say, ever, in the history of the world.
The only reason I was listening is I wanted one of them to slip and say where they were at. Oh, I wanted to
listen, man, I get it. And that goes for female felons, too. I have no desire. None. Zero. So before any of our female listeners get offended, that was not directed at all females. It was directed at those ignorant ass females that are sitting there that think that shit's cool. And if you think that shit's cool, then I digress. You are one of those ignorant ass females.
Ronald, I doubt they were in jail for hugs that lasted too long. You're right. That society today, they fucking put on high these fucking criminals like St. George and all that shit like that, and it's fucking they take the people that ought to be praised or whatever, and not. And so that it just pissed me off. I wanted to throw it out there. We you're right. We're not supposed to. Roy said we not supposed to associate with felons anyway. It's like, yeah, you're right.
Not supposed to do what?
Like associate and hang out with convicted felons, being in law enforcement.
Yeah, well, the unfortunate side of that is, most of my family, I have a whole bunch of them. So, but hey, that I don't associate them with them anyway.
Yeah, I know where he's going with it, but
yeah.
Look, we done run long tonight. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'm not gonna apologize because I thought it was a pretty good episode.
Damn fine show.
Good story.
Damn fine show.
I mean, you'll never look at cream corn again without seeing that woman's fucking face. But you're gonna think of that woman trying to eat some corn on a cob with her gum. But I did received another email from a member. I like to call a member, listener. Let me tell y'all what, folks out there, Canada is stepping up.
Yep.
I've gotten more emails from Canada about the show and stuff lately. So I just got into the stickers, some new stickers and some magnets. And I will be mailing that stuff out tomorrow. I guess I'm going to have to ship it to Canada. So I got 2 going to Canada and 1 going to Illinois. But the stuff did come in. I'm going to be sending that stuff out tomorrow. If you're listening, I had some printed up some things we forgot. The stickers I'm sending you, if I ever send y'all stickers, they are not waterproof stickers. So just letting you know, if you stick them outside.
Good job, Canada. Y'all
yes.
Listeners up there are getting stickers and everything, and I live like 13 minutes from ICE, and I don't have anything. And I'm part of the program.
Yeah, well.
Nothing. Good job, Canada. Keep listening. Keep doing what you're doing.
You got to remind me. I'm old. I forget to remember. Also, like I said, from the last one, like I said, I don't like to say anybody's names unless, they say, hey, I don't care if you mention my name in the email. So I did, from the last email I did just get from Canada, I did talk to Freebird this evening. We had a conversation. He's doing okay. He's not even close to being, 100%, and that's to be expected. But I did tell him how, you said you had your prayers for him and stuff like that. And he does, plan on coming, going to do some stuff with me and Doc over here. He's not quite there yet, but he's getting there. And he knows he's my brother, and he's welcome anytime. And but he's doing better, and it's going to take a little while. But he'll be back on. He's going to come make fun of stories with us as soon as he feels a little bit better. But I did talk to him, and he's doing good. I try to talk to him a couple times a week. He probably gets aggravated, but too fucking bad. I can be aggravating. So that's all with that. I appreciate all the people that do listen, and keep it up. Like and subscribe. YouTube, Facebook. If you want to watch the videos, you can watch us live, make comments. If you're on Apple, give us a 5-star review, write us a comment. It helps with the algorithms. If you're on there, I don't know if Spotify and all them other ones you can even do that stuff. I'm not sure, but I know
you have to pay. Or
well, I don't know. But anyway, if you're on Apple, just or if you don't like us, give us a 1-star. At least leave a fucking review and at least tell us why you don't like it. But like I said, tell your friends, share us, help us get a little bit bigger. I mean, I'd like to get bigger. I ain't trying to get rich. I don't even make no money. I just like to get out there with some more people. We both enjoy doing this. And like I said, this Sunday, I'm not sure yet. I do have an idea, so I'm going to try to get a guest. Like I said, it's been a little more difficult lately. I mean, that's the hardest part of this, actually, is locking down guests for the show, especially since most people I know are still active law enforcement. And a lot of agencies don't allow their people to do stuff like this because even anonymously, I don't want to get anyone in trouble. So, but if you have
if y'all want to hear me come in on a Sunday, if y'all want to, if our listeners want to hear me come in on a Sunday and tell some more stories, just hit us up, let me know, and that'll be a good time.
Yeah,
I always have some really good stories.
Steve Gould, Things Police C, will be a guest eventually. Like I said, the man says he's extremely busy, and I understand how that gets. But I'm working on some things. Like I said, that's the hardest part of that aspect of it is getting different guests. So when I don't, y'all just have to listen to me fucking bullshit, and hopefully that's good enough. But if you just email me a story, I ain't gonna say your name. I'll read your fucking story out, or Doc will read it, or something. One of us will read your story. Yeah. So, law enforcement, like I always say, if you want to be a guest, get in touch with us. Facebook or email, usually the best. We have Twitter, but I'm just not real active on it. I've never understood it much. We're gonna let Doc get on to his rest of his long vacation. Everybody
Let me say this to all of those that are listening. Remember what this weekend is about. It's Independence Day. Go out, celebrate.
The real Independence Day.
The real Independence Day. Go out, celebrate, enjoy time with your family, your friends. We live in the greatest country in the history of the world. And, it took some people with some guts and took some people with some nuts to establish this country. So go out and honor that and be safe while you're doing it. Love you guys.
Well, yeah. Be careful. Don't blow your fingers off with no fireman crackers or nothing. And like I said, hey, it's a real Independence Day. It's 4th of July. And it's for everybody in this country. Black, white, brown, green, orange, or anything like that. It's all of our Independence Day. So I want everybody to be safe. Have a good weekend. I'm off Monday. Like I said, it may just be me putting something out because, like I said, I forgot it was a holiday. We'll see. We'll see what's coming up. So everybody be safe until at least Sunday or Monday when I put out the next episode. Let's hope Doc don't get eaten by no sharks.
Nope, we're going to be good.
And
it's hard to get eaten by a shark when you're sitting up there on the deck.
Drinking whiskey, sipping the whiskey, get the good shit.
Correct.
Like I said, send me some stories, people. You don't have to be a guest to send me some stories. Email us if you like the show, or if you got any ideas, or if I meant to say something, almost forgot. I know I'm rambling. If you're in other parts of the country and you come across some news stories that you think would be good for our Wednesday broadcast we do, email me the story. I mean, if it's a good story, I spend umpteen hours reading and going over news stories. And I mean, there's so much out there. And I know I try to stay in the Louisiana area, but some of them are good. So if you got something, you want to send it to us, we'll see how it goes. And so until Sunday or Monday, remember to smile because the Iceman could always be behind you. Doc says he'll be your Huckleberry.
Peace.
Peace out, people. Oh, that's the wrong one. Look at
this. He's the motor.
I'm cranking up on the throttle.
This is the motor.
Oh my God! Look, people, this shit is just fucking all up on me. I'm doing it one more time. One more time, and I ain't even had that much to drink.
Problem is, I ain't in studio.
This is how legends are made.